Hi, everyone. I'm Dr. Jenelle Kim here with Craig Nandoo at Innicos Napa Valley. And as I have told you all in other interviews, we are here as experts in formulation and manufacturing, interviewing the experts. And I tell you, I have a true expert here standing beside me. He is an icon, Frédéric Fekkai. This is a name that I have known for decades of my life. He is such a kind gentleman, and he's going to tell us so many different things about his whole journey at really making the first luxury hair care line. He, of course, is so incredibly well known for doing the perfect cut. One day I hope to be able to see you, Frédéric, if you even still do that. But he's going to tell us a bit about his journey. So without further ado, I don't even want to talk anymore. I want to hear from you, Frédéric. Tell us all about you.
Well, thank you for having me
Yes.
here, Greg. And
So honored to have you.
And just a little bit about me. I'm Frédéric Fekkai. From my accent, you can see that I'm not from the US, but I was born in France and came to New York as a hairstylist. And along my career, I just realized that there was a gap with hair care. Skincare was so advanced.
Yes.
Skincare had incredible innovation, great science, great technology, great packaging, and a beautiful experience for the consumer. But hair care was not there.
Yes.
So I decided to really create a line that would be based on the promises of skincare technology and
Yes.
innovation into the hair. And so I would be, without being pretentious, the first one to actually create skinification to the
You
hair.
are not pretentious. That is amazing.
But that was a great moment, and the brand was a great success, not from the get-go, but it took a while. And after selling it in 2008 to Procter Gamble, I thought Procter Gamble would take it to the next step, but they had other plan, didn't work the way they wanted. So I was lucky to buy it back
We are too.
with a firm of with a private equity firm, and today we are, building it back, rebranding, repositioning, and really reclaiming the technology, the science, and the innovation that we used to have in the past.
That's amazing.
What an incredible story. And I have a couple of questions for you. Obviously, I love the founder story and the brand story. Obviously, we know why you did it, but what did that look like in the first early days when did you sell it in your salons exclusively, or did you know that you were going to take it in a big way?
So I didn't have a perfect business plan, but what I knew is what I didn't want to do. I knew that I didn't want to sell it to the professional salon because I wanted to elevate the brand.
Yes.
So I didn't want to be in a drugstore. And so the first thing is really in my salon first, and then a department store, Bird of Goodman, because the salon was located there, and then Saks Fifth Avenue, Neiman Marcus, and then Sephora came in.
Yes.
Sephora made the play for me. Sephora started to grow. They didn't have any hair care. They were only skincare and fragrance. So this was a great category to go after. They were an amazing partner, and we grew the brand tremendously.
Yes, that's so.
It's amazing because we talk to a lot of people about luxury and where you market your product and keeping that elevation and sometimes resisting the temptation to maybe go big and very wide and not lose what that special sauce is that you have about your product. Another thing that you mentioned is that you sold to P&G, I believe.
Yes.
Yeah. And when you sold to P&G, how did that feel for you? From a business perspective, but also because your name is on the product. So you're kind of selling your name, right? What was that like? We would like to highlight our sponsor, PIMS. For over 35 years, PIMS has been the premier partner in marketing and fulfillment support to beauty brands of all sizes. With a focus on personalization and efficiency, PIMS offers award-winning customized global warehousing, fulfillment, and logistical solutions, whether fulfilling for influencer outreach, retail, e-commerce, or events. PIM's global warehousing network helps brands streamline their management and ease the concern of consistency while brands concentrate on global expansion.
It's always weird. It's almost like, when you sell your own house that you have decorated, built, and, cherished for many years. And then all of a sudden it's on the hands of some people who have no connection with it.
Yes.
And that's a problem with founder brand. So when they sold to a corporation, the soul is missing, the culture, the how will you say, the surprise effect.
Yes.
So that was a problem. And frankly, I thought P&G was going to embrace the whole culture, the whole story of the brand, and they didn't. So that was frustrating, and that's why we brought it back.
Yes.
I love
And
that.
now
You took it
you
back.
have your name, and you have the decision making over it and the direction of it. So it's a really interesting thing. And then you also founded Bastide.
Yes.
With your wife, I believe.
Exactly right.
Yes.
All right. And what was the genesis of that? Because you already have one brand. Now you wanted to start another one.
You know, Bastide is actually very close to my heart because it's a brand that was I was a client of that brand in Aix-en-Provence, where I'm from. I was born in, and this brand, this woman who created this Bastide was a pioneer. So she was the first one to actually do very natural and sustainable product.
Oh, that's beautiful.
There was no plastic, zero plastic, all glass, all aluminium. The product were made by mom and pop lab, nothing big, and very much true to the essence of the region. So all the product, the ingredients from there, and it was really, for me, what I love, authentic, genuine, but no compromise. So when we bought this, we wanted to keep that legacy, and today,
that's so beautiful. That authenticity, fantastic. No compromise. I absolutely love that. That's exactly why you are the icon that you are. Frédéric, may I ask you, how did you come to do all of this? How did you get to New York? What is your story from when you were young?
You know, I think a good thing that created who I am today is to be curious. You know, I was very curious, and I was also very, I don't want to use the word ambitious because it sounds a bit negative, but I was envious of great success people, not for the money, but for the journey.
Sure.
So I wanted to make sure that I had a fun journey in my life. And also I like to do things that are out of the box. So an entrepreneur claim of fame has to be something that is disruptive, innovative, and fun. So this is what made me who I am. I mean, when I first did my first salon, I was the first one to have, a landline because there was no phone, no cell phone at the time. At each station, my staff with a uniform designed by famous designer Calvin Klein, Ralph Lauren, Asdin Alaya, and so on. So I wanted to make sure that it was such a great experience for the customer and elevated. And the same thing with the product. I want to make sure that the product where, the packaging looked like a skincare packaging and smell good. So it was really about pampering and really delighting the customer.
Yes. Well, you have done an amazing job doing so. Clearly, the heart and mind that you put into everything, the kindness that you exude. Seriously, even when you were behind me, I could feel your positive energy, and it made me turn around, and I was like, there he is, Frédéric Fekkai.
Thank you.
So we are very grateful.
Thank you.
And I think that your name is known all over the globe.
Yes, I don't think I knew.
Because of your stance and what you've done, no compromise.
Yes.
You keep the elevation of that brand and the mystique and what makes that brand special front and center. And so it's really a good example for anybody who's starting a brand who really has an ethos that they're trying to build, not to change it for a quick moment, because what you're able to build with that.
I love that. And I must also say, because it's something that I even want our sons to know, Vince, Jackson, hear this, and all the generations coming up, curiosity. I love that. Curiosity, ambition, in a sense.
Keep looking, and perseveration. Many times you fail, many times you make mistake, many times you discourage, many times you want to quit, but do not ever. Continue.
Frédéric, I love that. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. This time has been amazing.
Thank you.
We appreciate you. Thank you, everyone.